And we are live. And I'm here to talk about the first 4 matches that's already been played in Euro 2020. This is the format I'm going to use to review the games because of the busy schedule. There's a lot of things going on right now. And I can't come after every game and talk about every game. So I'm here live for us to discuss and for us to, break down each and every game and talk a bit about the games that's coming up tomorrow or the rest of the group games. And, just predict how the group may end up, how it may not end up. But let's do this. Big up to the boy Bettel in the house. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? I'm doing good. So without any delay, let's get into the first game. Hello to anyone watching the replay. I appreciate you checking out the video. Let's do this. Let us do this. All right, so let me get this Euro 2020 website up, get it shared, so we could take a look at what's going on right about now. So we have Group A. And the opening match was from Group A, where Italy, Switzerland, Wales, and Turkey will scrap it out. The first match of Euro 2020 was played between Italy and Turkey, and Italy won that game 3-0. I didn't make predictions. What we're going to do, we're going to try to make predictions in these live streams. We're going to do that at the end of when we already talked about the games that's played already. We're going to make a few predictions. So in this game, 3-0 to Italy, and this will be the first time ever they scored 3 goals at the Euro Championship. First goal was scored in the 53rd minute by Mary Demiral, a man who plays his football in Italy with Juventus. The first half ended 0-0, and I think Turkey put up a really, really good fight. They played without the ball for most of the game and most of the first half. But I think what Turkey was trying to do, seeing that they were playing on Italian soil, was just to sit back and just to soak up the pressure and maybe use a set-piece situation and counter and hit Italy with the sucker punch using guys like Burak Yilmaz and the dead ball prowess of Hakan Çalhanoğlu. But it didn't work out. And I think Mary Demiral was very unfortunate to concede that own goal, because even if he didn't concede that own goal, there was an Italian player waiting on the end of that ball to put it in the back of the net. Who knows what would have happened, though. But Demiral doing what every defender should do and try to clear that ball, but inadvertently put it in his own net. Second goal was scored in the 66th minute by Ciro Immobile. That was from a rebound, and Immobile was first to the ball. Striker's instinct, put it in the back of the net. 2-0 to Italy advantage, and Turkey had to chase the game, and in chasing the game, they opened up a bit more, and Lorenzo Insigne, the man who plays for Napoli, scored in the 79th minute. Brilliant goal by Lorenzo Insigne. It was a dominant performance by Italy. Roberto Mancini and his boys showing that they are here to play. It's a statement win. Definitely a statement win. In terms of the statistics, Italy registered 24 shots at goal. 8 on target. They had 64% of the ball. 616 passes with an 87 pass accuracy. They are playing some attractive football right now. And a lot of people, they have Italy as dog horses. Yeah, dog horses to go on to win Euro 2020. I was disappointed with the way Turkey played. Really, really disappointed. I expected a lot better from this Turkish team. And it was just so disheartening to just watch these guys go out there and get beaten so convincingly by Italy. And were Italy that good or were Turkey that bad? I think it was both. I think Italy were really good on the night, and Turkey, they didn't show up. This was not the Turkey that we were giving praise to. This was not the Turkey who did well in the last March international break during qualifiers and all. This is not that Turkey. And I'm a little surprised. I'm really surprised to how Sunil Gunyas and his boys came out and played, because in the build-up to this tournament, Turkey beat Moldova 2-0. They drew 0-0 with Guinea. They beat Azerbaijan 2-0. They drew 3-3 with Latvia. That was a surprising result. But the convincing results were Turkey beating Norway 3-0 and Turkey beating the Netherlands 4-2. So coming into for 2021, they were unbeaten until then. So we had all right to talk up Turkey, but just didn't show up, man. They really didn't. And when you look at the caliber of players they had on the field, they had Eriksen Chakir, Trabzonspor goalkeeper. He was pretty decent on the night. You have Çelik, who plays for Lille. I think he's a Lille player, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check right now. I think he is. He does play for Lille. And yep, and he was part of the team that dethroned PSG. So there's quality in the team, along with Burak Yilmaz, who also plays for Lille, and there's Yajiki. So there is quality in the team to go with guys like Yokuzlu, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Çağlar Soyuncu, Mary Demiral. This team was a quality team. Ozan Tufan. It was a quality, and I never expected them to get mauled by Italy. But this Italian team, under Roberto Mancini, as I said, they mean business. They definitely mean business. And that was a convincing performance. Domenico Berardi, he was very, 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 very good on the night. Very, very brilliant. If you want to take a look at the 11, you look at the far right corner here. The 11 is right there. And just to go through the Italian roster, or not the roster, the 11. Up top, not the strongest, to be honest, because a lot of the goals they scored coming into this tournament was scored against inferior opposition. And just to reiterate, Italy coming into the tournament beat Czech Republic 4-0, but they beat San Marino 7-0, beat Lithuania 2-0, Bulgaria 2-0. They haven't lost a game. They are unbeaten in about 28 matches, which is ridiculous. But they have played against some minnows during that time, beating Armenia 9-1. You see what I'm saying? Liechtenstein 5-0. So the goal scoring prowess could be somewhat of a facade, seeing that they scoring these goals against these smaller teams. I would want to see Italy tested against the likes of France, maybe in England, Portugal, Spain. You get the point. Germany. I want to see them tested against the bigger teams. Turkey did not show up. Turkey did not test Italy. So the midfield, very solid. Locatelli, who's been linked to the move to Manchester City. Jorginho, the metronome for Chelsea. Don't get enough praise, but he was good on the night. And he has that Champions League confidence going for him right now. Nico Barella, what a player he is, coming off of a Scudetto win with Inter Milan. Spinazzola, a reborn Spinazzola from his days at Juventus, now plays for Roma. Chiellini and Bonucci at the back. These guys were so comfortable on the day. Gianluigi Donnarumma was hardly tested by the Turkish attack. Alessandro Florenzi was later replaced by Di Lorenzo. And the team is showing that they have so much depth. So much depth in this squad, man. I'm really, really impressed. Really, really impressed with this team. Really impressed with this team, man. Turkey, very, very disappointing. Brian Cristante replaced Manuel Locatelli. There was also Federico Chiesa coming on for Lorenzo Insigne. This Italian team is looking good. Andrea Bellotti for Ciro Immobile. This team is looking good. Federico Bernardeschi with the new hairstyle and the tats and everything, coming on for Domenico Berardi. This team is looking like money. They're looking like cryptocurrency. So big up to Italy, picking up 3 points on the first match day. How's everybody in here feeling? Big up to the boy Thriller from Manila, who says, I'm rooting for the YouTubers, man. I don't even have a TikTok account. Big up to Zachary Leahy in the house. How are you doing, Zachary? Alan Hernandez. Everybody in here. Palomo. Who else we got in here? Dildar. Everybody in here, man. Everybody in here. Appreciate everybody who came through for the live stream. If you're watching the replay right now, thanks as well. Just recapping these games, doing the best I can. And the match was played on Friday. Today's Saturday, right? I'm trying to. It's so much to digest. It is so much information to just recall. But the Italian team, very, 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 very impressive. And you got to keep an eye on this team right now. So the next game will be on Wednesday, June the 16th. That's actually, I think I have a traffic ticket due on that day. You know, took my car to the body man a couple months ago and I still haven't got it back yet. You know, that's when somebody recommend someone to you and they don't work out. Sucks for me, but I got a couple tickets to pay. Expired inspection. So Italy will play Switzerland on that day. Switzerland did draw to Wales, 1-1 draw. And then they play Wales on Sunday the 20th. So they have a couple days to rest. Today's Saturday, they have until Wednesday, couple days to rest, regroup, and do their thing. All their games will be played at home, so that they have home advantage, and they should do well. I think I predicted Italy to top this group, and I think they will go on to top this group with ease, judging from what we saw in the other game, and judging from what we saw from Turkey. So 3 points for Italy, and they are on course. What are your thoughts, guys? If you have any thoughts, guys, if you have any thoughts on Italy, Turkey, let me know in the chat. I'll be reading out your comments right now. Got to involve you guys in the review as well. So I'm taking your thoughts right now. So make it snappy. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Big up to Antoine Eugene. How are you feeling? Let me see if anybody made any comments before. Let me see. Appreciate everybody in here right about now, though. What we got? So if you guys don't have anything to add, I'll just move on to the next match. But do appreciate everybody in here. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the video. We have about 10, 11 likes right now. Let's get the stream up to about 100,000 likes right about now. We'll definitely appreciate the 100,000 likes. So Antoine Eugene is saying Italy is too strong for the rest of the teams in the group. Great point. And this is a resurgent Italian team because they missed the 2018 World Cup and they have been on a rebuilding path since then under Mancini, who has tried around 60-something players. So a lot of players have gotten their opportunities. So it's the best team possible. And when you look at some of the players in this squad, Mancini, he's picking players on merit. It doesn't matter what club you play for in Italy, whether you play for Sassuolo, whether you play for Fiorentina, or whether you play for maybe one of them smaller teams, or Torino, you get picked on merit, and that could pay a lot of dividends for the Italian team. So Alan Hernandez is saying Italy are favorites, and a lot of people have Italy as their favorites. They're not my favorites, but I won't be surprised if they go on to win the tournament, judging from what we saw from them in the first game. Palomo, Italy are expected to perform well. They're not dog horses for me. Great point, Palomo. I think it's because the Italian team missed the last World Cup. They have since fallen down the pecking order comparing to their counterparts, France, Spain, England, Germany, Portugal, and maybe the Netherlands to an extent. Maybe them and the Netherlands are in the same boat right about now. So let me see what else you guys are going to say. So Alan Hernandez is saying Italy to Qatar 2022. Yeah, I expect them to get there, right, with the form that they're showing. So we are going to move on to the next game, guys. And the next one is Wales 1, Switzerland 1. So I've watched all these games, by the way, guys. I have caught at least 75% of all these games. Started watching this one late because I did wake up a bit late. So I caught this one in the second half. And I did catch the Breel Embolo goal. He scored in the 49th minute. That was a brilliant goal by Breel Embolo. That was a header from a Shaqiri corner. And then Kiefer Moore, he scored in the 74th minute after he had a brilliant chance saved early on in the match. So Wales, very, very gritty performance. Scrapped it out and picked up a win. A win. It felt like a win. Yeah. Picked up a draw. And I think Switzerland should have won this game. The amount of chances that they got, I think they should have really, really won this game. They really played the fool here. Seriously. Switzerland should have won this game. A lot of chances created. Mario Gravanovic came on for Seferovic a bit towards the back end of the game, and he was offside all the time. He scored, but his goal was chalked off, and then he was in a great position like two other times, and he was offside. So I'm like, what is up with this guy, man? You know, so Mario Gravanovic has been playing for the Swiss national team for the last 10 years. He plays his football in Croatia for Dinamo Zagreb. And I was a bit disappointed in the way he, he was always caught offside. Reminds me of Timo Werner. You know what I'm saying? Giving me the Timo Werner vibes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So 1-1. 1-1. Wales, not very impressive, to say the least, but still managed to get that very, very important goal. Kiefer Moore with the header. He's a big guy. He was playing with the head strap and everything, busted his head. There's been a lot of head injuries in the Euros so far, though. It seems like these guys are like really going for it, and a lot of head injuries. Players are not backing down. We will get to the Christian Eriksen thing just now, so just hold your horses with that one if anybody's talking or asking about that. But in the game, Switzerland 18 shots at goal, 4 on target, 65% of the ball, 519 passes with an 88% pass accuracy. So Vladimir Petkovic's boys were good. They were good, but in the final third, they were not as sharp as they should be. That's the problem. The final third. Solid goalkeeper. Jan Sommer made some good saves. The three in the back, Elvedi, Shaw, and Akanji, they were hardly tested. They had the moments when they were tested, but for the most part, Switzerland had the ball in the midfield and in the final third. So they weren't so tested. Granit Xhaka and I think that was Freuler in the middle. Those guys did a steady job, and I think Shaqiri with that ball in was brilliant. Kevin Mbabu kept working so hard down the right side. So I think Embolo was the best player on the day for the Swiss, and he was unlucky not to score more than one goal. So when Wales scored, I was like, oh, like here we go again. Wales grinded out a result. Gareth Bale had a very, very quiet game. So did Aaron Ramsey. Dan James, he tried. That was a good ball in by Morel. I think that was Morel with that cross. And Kiefer Moore, who I think scored the most goals in the championship for Cardiff from his head last season. Joe Allen, solid in the midfield. And the defense of Mepham, Rodon, Connor Roberts, and Davies were tested. Donny Ward was a busy man in goal. So I think Wales were a bit lucky to get a point from this one. Any thoughts on this, guys? Let me know. They had 9 shots at goal, 2 on target, only 35% of the ball, 283 passes. So think about how many touches Gareth Bale actually had on the ball. Not a lot of touches. And Aaron Ramsey, not a lot of touches. So I think Robert Page, the new manager, has his work cut out for him in this group. But the fact that 3 teams could possibly go through from a group, being best third place team would also go through. I think four best third place teams would go through from 6 groups. Wales, they could pick up 2 more draws, or they could even pick 2 more. If they pick up another win, not another win, this feels like a win. If they pick up a win, they could put themselves in a really good position. And I think Turkey, they kind of, lost the trick there by losing, and they're not looking good. The Wales-Turkey game would be a very, very interesting battle there. And those teams play next. They play on Wednesday. That will be at 12 p.m. And I think this game will be very, very important, man. And the fact that Switzerland dropped points against Wales, a team I think they should have beaten, they put themselves in jeopardy as well. Because let's say Italy beat Switzerland. You see what I'm saying? Then Switzerland is stuck at 1 point. They might be in 3rd position according to the Turkey-Wales game. Let's say Wales do go on to beat Turkey, or Turkey beat Wales. Then Switzerland find themselves in a really bad position. So it's still early on in the group, so I can't really jump the gun and make conclusions right about now. So as you see, just to finish off this group, which is Group A, Italy at the top, 3 points. Switzerland second with 1 point. Wales third with a point. And Turkey down at the bottom without a point. I think this game was it this game that was played in Baku? Was this game played in Baku? Where was this game played? Just give me 1 second. This game was played, god damn. The hell was this game played? I know it wasn't played in Wales or Turkey, but I'll find out just right there. Okay, so yeah, see? I was right. This game was played in Baku, guys. Definitely played in Baku. So Turkey, Wales, Italy, Switzerland next in this group. What are your thoughts, guys? Big up to everybody there. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Do appreciate everybody in here right now. So Zachary saying, I'm excited to watch England with all the content creators. What else we have here? Palomo, the game was played in Baku. Yeah, I was right. Thanks again, Zachary. What else we got here? Big up to the boy Julian in the house. Danny Gold in the house. How are you doing, guys? Appreciate everybody. Phil Jones. What else we got here? So, guys, any thoughts on Group A? Drop it now before we move on to the next group. Do appreciate everybody in here right about now, man. Guys, it's not easy covering this thing right now. I just want to say that it ain't easy, man, because we have World Cup qualifiers going on right about now. We have, what else? Copa America coming up. You have transfer stuff. You got real life stuff. You got your wife, your kid, everything. You got, you know what I'm saying? And you have your job, and you still got to do this. So it's not easy. So, guys, you have to commend the creators, not only myself, but all the creators currently doing their thing, covering the Euros and covering football in general, because I'm telling you guys, man, guys, this is rough. this is definitely rough. This is rough, and this is no way, shape, or form to complain. But I know you guys know. I know you know the deal. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on to Group B. But if you have any thoughts on Group A, anything else, final thoughts, let me know. So what else we got here? Aaron Guy in the house. How are you doing, Aaron? Dom, Portugal winning the Euros. Defending it. So Russian Gopnik is saying the Switzerland goalkeeper performed pretty good. He wasn't really tested that much, but yeah, 2 shots on target. He did have to save one from Kiefer Moore. So yeah, definitely. So what else we got here? Jiwa is asking, what do you think about Turkey, Wales, Turkey, Switzerland? I already spoke about Turkey, and I think Turkey were poor against Italy. I think they could have at least tried to scrape a draw, but they were very, very, very inept in the game, and they got battered. Italy never scored 3 against nobody in the Euros. So that tells you a lot about Turkey's performance on the day. For real. It's for real, for real. So, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to move on to the next group, and that group is Group B. And in Group B, we have Belgium, Finland, Denmark, and Russia. And, guys, sad stuff happened in Group B today. And it got me really shook, man. It got me shook. I was real shook. I was really, really shook. Because I'm here watching the game, and my son came downstairs with my wife, and I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't destroy everything in the room, and I'm trying to watch the game at the same time, and I'm here doing something. I was organizing something else. I was multitasking, and then I see Christian Eriksen on the ground, and like his eyes are open and he's staring into nothing, and he's unresponsive, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I'm like, did he get a head injury? Because during the game, there were quite a few head injuries between Finland and Denmark. It was a feisty affair. And it was 0-0 at the time. Denmark were on top. They were the favorites. They were on top. And I was like, what is going on here? So the game came to a halt around the 44th minute. And UEFA had to suspend the game. And when they said suspend the game, I was thinking, okay, this game is maybe over. But how could it be over? Like, it's a tournament. How are they going to fix this? Are they going to come back and play tomorrow or 4 hours later or whatever? But I have to say, the players were distraught. The fans were distraught. I was distraught. I know a lot of you guys were distraught. And it's not something you want to actually see. And it was a very, very, very sad situation. Very, very, very sad. And it doesn't matter who it was. It could have been a less popular player, or it could have been it was Christian Eriksen, but it could have been a less popular player. It would not have lessened the magnitude of the whole situation. But the fact that it was Christian Eriksen, a popular player, it was even scarier, to be honest, because he's a player that has stolen our hearts with some of these lovely free kicks and set pieces that he's been taking over the years with Tottenham, and he went to Inter and win the thing, and he's been so good for the Danish national team. And I was fearing for the worst. I thought the man was dead. Seriously, I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna die. And as Zachary's saying, hopefully it doesn't end his career. I thought that we were gonna see another, Nori situation, the Abdelak Nori, the Ajax youngster, or we were gonna see another situation like Czech Tiote, who collapsed during training and passed away. And I did not want that to happen. Listen, everybody has to die one day, but you don't want to die like that. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to die doing what you love either. I don't want to die making videos or anything. So oh man, that got me shook. And I kept looking around Twitter to see what was going on. And it was really, really, really nice when I saw that picture of him and he was okay. I was like, oh my God, thank God, thank God. But Denmark, they were doing really well in that game. And I think Finland, they were putting up a fight. Hradetsky, he was busy at the 2 goalkeepers. And the game restarted while the Belgium-Russia game was going on. And I didn't know it restarted. And then I heard that it was 1-0. It was 1-0 to Finland. And I was like, God damn, Finland done gone and won the game. So it was hard for the Danish players to actually deal with that. That was a traumatizing situation. And for you to go back out there, even though Christian Eriksen did FaceTimed the players and said, go back out and play. I'm fine. And he was able to talk. He was conscious. He was, he got his, everything is basically okay. We don't know if he'll come back out and start training right away. We don't know this, but I suggest he doesn't. That should be it for him and this Euro 2020, and he should go into rehabilitation and try to, regain his strength and his fitness so that we could see him grace the field for another 5 years or so. But hopefully this does not shorten his career as well. But Finland done gone and won the game. So big up to Finland for winning the game. I did not actually get to watch any replays. I was watching the game. I have watched every game so far, guys, because the games are not being played simultaneously. But I heard that it was a mistake by Kasper Schmeichel that led to the 59-minute goal scored by Joel Poyampalo. And I don't think the Danish team would worry about this loss at all. And guys, astonishingly, that was the only shot and goal by Finland in the whole game. They only had 30% of the ball, one shot at goal, one on target, and they won the game. Football is a funny game, guys. It's a funny game. Football is a funny game. Matter of fact, sport in general is just funny. You could be dominating, and then the other team, your opposition, could win with a lackluster performance. That's just how it is. Maybe not in boxing or anything where they judge you on the rounds, but still, man. You see what I mean? It was just a sad situation, and it is to rub salt in the wound for Denmark. They lost the game. This is Finland's first ever major football tournament for the men's team. They were ecstatic to qualify on the back of brilliant performances by Timo Pukki. But goddamn, I would not have predicted them to beat Denmark today. But we could definitely conclude that the Christian Eriksen incident led to Denmark losing this game. Don't want to take any credit away from Finland, but that's the reason why they won this game. Kasper Schmeichel, the entire defense, the team wasn't in their right mind. They weren't. And I think they look very bright. Højbjerg, he forced a save from Hudetsky early on in the game. Braithwaite, he was busy. Eriksen was putting in some corners and things like that. Daniel Voss running up and down the wings. Christensen and Kjaer and Mele, they were doing their thing. And Schmeichel had his newspaper out reading the back pages. He had nothing to do. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what transpired in the second half of that game, but Finland went out there and did the thing. Marco Kanerva and his boys went out there and won the game. They have talent in that team. So let's not think they don't have talent. They have some talented players in that team. So apparently I'm seeing here that there was a penalty missed by Højbjerg. Oh, the Tottenham man missed the penalty. Pierre-Emil Højbjerg missed the penalty. So Denmark had an opportunity. 74th minute to equalize. Okay. They missed it. Seems like Yusuf Poulsen had opportunities too. Missed them. Finland, you did your thing. I guess after all, you deserve the win, even though I still think if the whole incident didn't happen that they would have lost. 22 shots for Denmark, 6 on target, 70% of the ball, and they still lost. A typical Manchester City performance by the Denmark national team, I must say. I got to go back and watch the highlights for this one. I should have watched the highlights, but guys, man, I've been really trying to balance this thing out, you know. Listen, man, like today I had to barbecue some ribs I had in the freezer for a while, and I had to make sure that was done. And while barbecuing the ribs, I'm watching the Russia Belgium game. I'm watching the St. Kitts and Nevis versus El Salvador game, and then the Russia Belgium game is finished, and then the St. Kitts and Nevis El Salvador game overlaps into the Haiti versus Canada game, and then I'm watching that one, and then that one's done, and then the ribs finish. I gotta eat some of the ribs. You see what I'm saying? Eat the ribs, got something to eat, and then I'm watching the Panama game again. And it's been so much. I had to run to the bank today to deposit some money. It's just been so much, man. And then I have a little 2-year-old, and he's crying down the place. And then my wife, and then I have the wife, guys, and then I have to balance everything. So I'm like, oh my God. And here I am right now to get this thing done. And then I have to talk about the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, and then I have to go up and hang out with the wife again. And it's like, guys, it's like so much. And I want to play FIFA. So it is so much to deal with right about now, guys. It is so much to deal with right about now. So my prayers go out to Christian Eriksen and his family. It is not the best situation to be in, but it's part of life, and I'm glad he's conscious, and I hope he pulls through and makes a full recovery. But congratulations to Finland, nevertheless. What am I saying? Congratulations to Finland, man. They were able to grind it out. Definitely able to grind it out. So, in terms of match summary, there's a match summary here. Maybe I should read something from the match summary. The match was suspended due to a medical emergency which involved Denmark's Christian Eriksen. The player is now in a hospital and in a stable condition. Following the request made by players of both teams, UEFA agreed to restart the match. So both of the teams requested to restart the game and finish the game. So it wasn't really UEFA's decision to just say, hey, guys, come and restart this freaking game. We got to finish the game. It was the players who wanted this game to finish. So kudos to them. And I'm happy the game got to, the game was finished and it didn't have to complicate the tournament. So yeah. The last 4 minutes of the first half were played. There was then a 5-minute halftime break followed by the second half. UEFA wishes Christian Eriksen a full and speedy recovery and wishes to thank both teams for their exemplary attitude. Gotta give the referee, Anthony Taylor, some credit as well. The match between Belgium and Russia was kicked off at 2100 Central European time as planned. So lovely, man. Lovely. And Christian Eriksen, as you could see right there, he's the starter team, and I'm glad he's good, man. Seriously. So big up to Adam the Great. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. My mind ran on you today. I was like, where the hell is Adam the Great, man? Since Chelsea won the freaking Champions League, I don't see you no more. What's going on? So Triller said maybe he had a heart condition that nobody knew about. You never know, man. You never know. You never ever know. So in terms of the next games in this group, guys, for Denmark, their next game, let me just pull up the Denmark thing here. For them, their next game will be against Belgium this Thursday. So they have a couple days, a good bit of days to rest and come again. And their last group game will be against Russia. So I think the Christian Eriksen situation would definitely hamper this Danish team, and a team that I actually picked to come out of this group in second place. Guys, I'm afraid we could see a situation where Denmark does not make it out the group at all, Do you guys see that situation? Because if you sit back and you analyze, but Finland picking up 3 points, this could guarantee them a place in the round of 16, because last time around, teams got into the round of 16 with 3 points. I think Portugal got into the round of 16 with 3 points and went on to win the tournament, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a big 3 points from Finland. And let's say they go against Russia and they grind out a draw. You could see a situation where Finland could get second. So look, the Russia-Denmark game would be a key game, because Belgium are right now, Belgium are beating all of them. even though Belgium did lose to Denmark in the Nations League a few years ago. But there's no Christian Eriksen, guys. That's something we have to actually think about. There is no Christian Eriksen. So Denmark are in trouble right now. They're in trouble. They are in trouble. Okay? They are in trouble. So Adam is saying, I was absent after we beat City in the Prem, had stuff going on, had to buy a car, was sick, got therapy. Bro, glad you're good, man. Glad you're good. Glad you're good. Stay strong. Stay strong. Thriller is saying Belgium is going deep into this tournament, but it's not looking good for Denmark. I think they could use this to propel them through the tournament, but this could also be something that could hinder them because, come on, you're losing your string puller in the midfield, man. So all the best to Denmark. I like the Danish team. Really do. Really do. As for Finland, we're not talking about Finland enough, guys. We are not. Their next game will be on Wednesday against Russia. Russia needs to bounce back. Finland needs to consolidate. And who knows? Who knows? They might just grind out a draw here. They might just grind out a draw. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next game, guys. And that is Belgium versus Russia, where Belgium won the game 3-0. It was a very, very convincing win with a 10th minute goal by Lukaku. He was inadvertently set up by the Russian defender. Lukaku was offside when the ball came in, but because the defender was sloppy, ended up on the end of it, he scored. Lukaku has been so good for Belgium. He's their record goal scorer as well with about 62 goals, international goals. He also scored in the 88th minute. And Mounier, as soon as he came on for the injured Timothy Castagne as a concussion substitute, that was a very powerful clash of heads with the Russian player. These clash of heads are just like they were. I couldn't recall people's heads clashing like this in the past. It's like it's just a new wave of head clashing, man. Seriously, it's just a new wave of maybe a bull fighting. And Mounier came on and scored. Horrible defending by Russia. And I have to say, I was very delighted to see Russia getting beaten so bad. Seriously. When there was kickoff, UEFA has the whole say no to racism thing always going on. And we know what goes on in football. And they trying to just take a stance. They just trying to bring awareness. And they just trying to cut it out of the game. And the Belgian players took a knee. The referee took a knee. And the Russian players decided that they're not going to take a knee. I could understand your stance on it. But if you're not taking part, are you showing that you are a part of the problem? You see what I'm saying, guys? Are you part of the problem or are you trying to solve the problem? So it put a bad taste in my mouth right there. And if there's any Russian fans in here, I want your team to get absolutely destroyed in this tournament. I did predict Russia to get out of the group, but listen, hopefully they don't get out. This might be a controversial take, but it is what it is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. If you're not doing anything to solve the problem, you're part of the problem, basically. That's what I'm saying. If you're not doing anything to solve the problem, you're part of the problem. And I'll move on from that. I don't want to talk about that no more. So, Belgium with a very, very convincing performance. Very strong 11. Thibaut Courtois had to make a few saves, a few punches and everything. And he was very decisive. The back line wasn't really tested that much. But Golovin was brilliant for them. Artem Zuba's presence was a bit threatening, but not as threatening as it usually is. But Russia were outplayed on home turf, in front of home fans. They were taught a lesson. I think Boyata was very good on the night. Vertonghen picked up an injury, had to come off. I think Thomas Vermaelen replaced him. But it was a thorough performance by Belgium. I think Den Donker could do a lot better though. He needs to step his game up. A quality player, but he needs to step up. I think if the likes of Axel Witsel was fit, then Donker would not have started. Tielemans, he's showing his brilliance as usual. Torgan Hazard is another weak spot. Definitely a weak spot where if Kevin De Bruyne was fit, Torgan Hazard would have been on the bench, and I think Carrasco would have been playing that role. Lukaku, oh man, this man has been transformed. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know. But Lukaku, since he's left Manchester United, Lukaku has been a god level striker. Mertens, I think, had a very, very quiet day. Could have done a lot better. Hazard came on and did his thing. Looked good. And with Hazard, De Bruyne coming back as well, this Belgian team could be a force to be reckoned with throughout this entire tournament. Go Red Devils. Belgium are a team I followed at the 2018 World Cup, so I'm definitely well versed on the Belgian team. Thierry Henry back in the backroom staff. Roberto Martinez looking good. Belgium looks better than Roberto Martinez, but like I say, it's like you're amateur with a lot of big guns. You see what I'm saying? You got a lot of arsenal. You got a big arsenal at your disposal, and you're doing all kind of tricks. But I think it's more of the brilliance of the Belgium team and the golden generation they got going for them. Stanislav Cherchesov and Russia. This team has been a bit lackluster leading up to the tournament, but they have shown promise since the World Cup. It was a poor performance. Yuri Zhirkov had to come off with an injury. Barinov with an injury as well. And they made some very, very hasty changes that I think disrupted the play. They were a lot better in the second half. But overall, it was a poor performance. Poor performance by Russia. And doesn't look like they're going to have a very good tournament at all. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. So Adam the Great is saying, Dom, you kind of reminded me of Lukaku. I couldn't connect the dots on who you look like for a long time. Lukaku, huh? A lot of people say I look like Yacho Willems. Jetro or Yacho Willems. And I do think I kind of look a little bit like him. I'm just a little lighter in complexion. So, yeah, man. What else we got here? So, Russian Gopnik. Yo, Russian Gopnik, no offense to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking my mind. But you say, I don't think so. Denmark might go and lose the rest of their games. No, Russia could still get through. They could still get through. But right now, with the fact that Finland picked up an unlikely win, I think it's down to Denmark and Russia to scrap it out for that third spot, because they're going to lose. Russia already lost to Belgium, and I think Belgium, not Belgium, Denmark and Russia, that result could determine who goes through, because they need a result in that game. One of them teams need a result in that game. But right now, Russia has the advantage over Denmark, seeing that Denmark lost to Finland. Russia could beat Finland, and Russia could get a point against Denmark. And then Denmark would be the one struggling, especially when they play a Belgium. So right now, it's looking like maybe Russia could still scrape second, but it's according to what they do against Finland. So from my assessment, I don't want Russia to do well, but they might just still scrape out the group. It could well end up being Belgium, Russia, Finland, and Denmark coming in last in the group. Or who knows, Denmark could rally and win their remaining two games. You never know. You never ever know with this team. So Adam is saying, I don't want to get political, but these Ukrainians are commenting a lot for Ukraine. I suppose there's some kind of war between Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, there's always been something between Ukraine and Russia, because there's a region between the two nations that they've always been fighting for, I think. But I don't even want to get into that either, because there's this Ukrainian guy at work I absolutely cannot stand. You see what I'm saying? So every time I think about Ukraine, I think about that guy, and Oh, so Paloma is saying Mexico, Honduras, 0-0. I didn't even realize Mexico and Honduras are playing tonight. Seriously. I shouldn't really care about. That's a friendly, right? Yeah, don't really care too much about the friendlies, to be honest. I've seen like Jamaica been playing some friendlies. I'm like, I don't even care. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't really care about the friendlies right about now, guys. So there's more important things to talk about right now. So look, Manric Flores and Dom, glad Eriksen is okay. I'm very happy he's okay. Very, very happy. So guys, with those results, this is how Group B looks. Belgium on top with 3 points. Finland second with 3 points. Belgium with a better goal difference. Denmark third without a point, but with a better goal difference than Russia. And Russia last in the group right about now. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to about 75 thumbs up. We have 74 people in here. We had about 80 people just now. And let's get the likes up. Smash the thumbs up button. The more you like the videos, guys, the more YouTube would distribute the videos to potential viewers. So please get into the habit of liking the videos, okay? If you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. But you guys are not likers. Like, I'll get 1,000 views and I'll get 25 likes. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. Smash up the thumbs up button. Let's get it to 100 trillion thousand likes. All right, if we can. So that's it for Group B. And in terms of the next games, as I said, we have Finland playing Russia in St. Petersburg, and Denmark playing Belgium. The last game in this group will be between Russia and Denmark. So that may be a deciding game to see who goes through. So that is huge. So we have Group C and we have Group D. I think there's games tomorrow. Yeah, the 13th. We have 2 games tomorrow for Austria, Macedonia, and we have the Netherlands, Ukraine. Let me pull up the full Euro schedule so I know for sure. So yeah, we have games from Group C and Group D tomorrow. Well, no, we actually have 3 games tomorrow. We have the England, Croatia, Austria, Macedonia, and Netherlands, Ukraine. Then we have Scotland and the Czech Republic playing Brighton early on Monday. So we'll talk about those 4 matches. We'll talk about the next 2 groups, and then we'll call it a day, guys. So let's pull up that group. Okay, look. Group C, guys. Group C. Group C. Group C. Let me actually upload my Group C banner. I'm doing a theme where I have all the groups. Let me upload my Group C banner, and then I'm gonna upload all the banners so that I could have context. You could see the groups down at the bottom and everything. But yeah, guys, man, smash up the thumbs up button, share it on your Twitters, share it on your social media, tell a friend, you know, shout out your look, you know, just open the window and scream out, hey man, Dominic Rich is live. You know, just check YouTube and you see what's going on. All right, so Group C. Group C. Group C. Let's go. All right. So, AD, how are you doing, AD? AD is asking for Dom. Copa America predictions. AD, boy, it's not looking good for the Copa America this year. Not looking good at all. I may talk about the games. I think I will, but it ain't looking good at all for predictions to make an official prediction video at all. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. I don't think I'm even going to rush and do one tonight. Seriously, I'm not. Something's got to give, and I think Copa America is going to have to give way. So, Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, Ukraine. My predictions were Ukraine to top the group, Netherlands to come in second, Austria third, and North Macedonia to come in fourth, with Austria missing out on the next round as well, even though they come in third. Those were my predictions. The game tomorrow, Austria versus North Macedonia in Bucharest, Romania. Neutral ground for both teams. Austria are that's not coming out good. Austria are, of course, the favorites here. But North Macedonia, man, judging from what they did against Germany, you cannot take them lightly. In their last game, a 4-0 win over Kazakhstan, a 1-1 draw to Slovenia, a 2-1 win over Germany, a 5-0 win over Liechtenstein. They did lose 3-2 against Romania, the team that they'll be playing the game against Austria. They did lose to Armenia as well, but they beat Estonia. These are the results. A 1-1 against Georgia and a 1-1 against Georgia to qualify for the Euros through the Nations League path. North Macedonia have been in very, very good form. I think North Macedonia have only lost a few games, and one of the games that they lost is against Austria back in November of 2019. So I do think Austria are the favorites here. I really do think they are the favorites. They should beat North Macedonia, right? But guys, from what we know, you cannot underestimate any teams. Don't do that. Do that at your peril. Especially not a team like North Macedonia who just beat Germany. You see what I'm saying? You cannot do that. So in terms of head-to-head, Austria has 2 wins in the 2 games that these 2 teams have played previously. 6-2 in the meeting. So Austria, they are not in very good form right now. In the last 5 games, they have 2 draws, 2 losses, and a solitary win. But look at North Macedonia's form right there. 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. So who would win the game? Guys, we have the predictor right here on the UEFA website. And I'm going to say Austria win the game. 66% of the people say Austria would actually win the game as well. So that is something to note. In terms of the poll that I put on the channel, guys, I do have to pull that poll up so you guys could see what's going on in terms of the poll. But I'll just let you know the results right now. And for the polls, and we could move on to the next one. But I'm just looking at the channel right now. That's a fire thumbnail I did make for this though. So make sure you like the video, especially for the thumbnail, guys. So in terms of group A, you guys picked Italy to win the group, Turkey to come in second, Switzerland third, and Wales fourth. In Group B, Belgium 85%, Denmark 7%, Russia and Finland tied on 4%, 695 votes. It was a good bit of voters, around 700 average. Group C, you guys picked Netherlands to top the group, Ukraine to come in second, North Macedonia third, and Austria fourth. And Group D, we'll talk about the other groups another time, but Group D, England to top, Croatia second, Scotland third, and Czech Republic last. So, guys, let me know your prediction here. North Macedonia has a lot of quality. You have Goran Pandev, Ilif Elmas. You have Alioski. I think Ines Bardi. I think Bardi does play for them too. They got a good team. They got a really good team, and if they keep building on this team, they would only get better. Ariana Demi. There's also Stojanovic, the right back that plays for I think no Stojanovic. Is Stojanovic Slovenian? I can't even remember. But good team, man. Ristovski. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking about. Dinamo Zagreb right back. Ristovski, Stefan Ristovski. A lot of the names ends with ski, guys. A lot of the names ends with ski. So that is something to note. Yeah. And the manager's name is Igor Angelovsky. So I'm going to pick Austria to win that game, though, guys. Let me know your predictions. We have Zachary saying Austria to win. What else we have here? 3-0 to Austria. Let me know your predictions, guys. Don't be shy. Share your predictions. Before we move on to the next one. Anyways, we will move on to the next one because time is of the essence here. And in the other game, we have the Netherlands coming up against Ukraine at the Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam. So, bam, Ukraine versus the Netherlands. In terms of form, Ukraine are unbeaten in their last 5. The Netherlands have lost 1 in their last 5. And I think that's the game that they lost against Turkey. And it seems like, in terms of, it seems like these teams have never met each other. I don't see any head-to-head here between these two teams, so that could be a thing. Yeah, I think this is the first meeting between the Netherlands and Ukraine. I might be wrong, but usually you'll have some head-to-head information right here, and there's none. So the referee would be Felix Breik, one of the best referees in the world. A very talented Ukrainian team. Ruslan Malinovsky pictured there, coming up against a very talented Dutch team. And both teams under former legends De Boer managing the Netherlands and Shevchenko managing Ukraine. Who do you guys fancy in this battle, guys? The Netherlands are kind of shaky, man. They're kind of shaky. They're really, really shaky, guys. They're really shaky these days. And without Virgil van Dijk, with a kind of, selection conundrum, it's hard, man. It is hard. It is hard. Ray saying no Van Dijk, bad coach. You see, same thing I'm saying. Same thing I'm saying, man. It's going to be a rough one here. I'm going to play it safe. And I'm going to say this one ends in a draw. 6% of people say it's going to draw. 80% of people think the Netherlands are going to win the game. 14% say the Ukraine. So I am going to go for a draw here. I'm going to play it safe. I am going to play it safe. Maybe I'm being a scaredy cat right now, but I am going to play it safe right now. I will be watching this game as well. I'll try to watch every game. There's 51 games in this tournament. I'll try to watch every game. But guys, I cannot do a... Well, I am doing a preview for the games by talking about the games right now. But I cannot do individual videos talking about every single match. And I cannot do every video's previewing every single game. It's just not going to happen. You got to wait until we get deeper into the tournament for things like that. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, if you're now joining and you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get to 75 thumbs up, 100 if possible. If you're watching the replay, thank you very much for clicking. Do appreciate that. And our prayers do go out for Christian Eriksen, who collapsed today on the field. So I'm going to go for a draw. We do have another game to talk about, guys. We won't linger too much on this one. We have games to talk about in Group D. And we have a Group D game coming up tomorrow. England versus Croatia. That game will be at Wembley, 9 a.m. my time. This is a big game. England versus Croatia. They have history, a lot of history. A lot of history. So England, well, I think this might be, this definitely has to be the Euros head-to-head. So the Netherlands, Ukraine does not have any previous meetings in the Euros. This might be Euros head-to-head because we know that England and Croatia have met each other way more than this. They have met each other quite a few times in World Cup qualification. So, yeah, this could be a little misleading here, guys. So, in terms, this got to be, it has to be in terms of the Euros. It got to be. Because I know for sure, you know what I'm saying, that England and Croatia have met more than 3 times. I know this. I'm just going to double check this real quick. England, Croatia, in terms of, yeah, guys, 10 matches between these two teams. England has 5 wins. Croatia has 3. And 2 games have ended in draws. And as you guys could recall, they met in the World Cup in the semifinal where Croatia beat England 2-1 after extra time. Then they met during the Nations League. England won 2-1. at home, and the game in Croatia ended in a 0-0 draw. So Croatia in England, they not good. Not very good at all. Not good. Not very good, guys. So in terms of Croatia in England, they did pick up a win, a 3-2 win in England. Yeah, they did. Well, let me see. England were the home team, so that game might not have been played in England. Yeah, that game. Yeah, that game. They beat England at Wembley for European qualifiers in 2007. So they do have history of beating England in England at Wembley too. So do not write off the Croatians, guys. Do not write off Croatia. Do not write off Croatia here. The team still have some quality. Brozovic, Perisic, Rebic, Kramaric, Modric, even a Dejan Lovren, Vida. The team has some quality here. Bricalo and the Vlasic coming through. This Croatian team has some quality. They have some quality. As Murphy said, it's not coming home. It's not coming home, Murphy. So, look, England has the edge here. I think England has the edge, but Croatia could pull it off. But in terms of the prediction, where's the predictor here? England, I think their Achilles heel will be their selection. It will be their selection. So we don't have a predictor here for this. I don't know why. You wait for very inconsistent, man. Where's the freaking predictor? Very inconsistent, guys. You see what I'm saying, right? So, with that being said, I will go for England to win the game. They have the momentum. England to win the game 2-1. I'm going to make a score prediction as well. 2-1 to England. Maybe I'll come back to rule that prediction, but I'm going to go for England to beat Croatia. My prediction for the group is for England to top the group, Croatia second, Czech Republic third, and Scotland fourth. With that being said, Czech Republic does play Scotland on Monday. That will be at Hampden Park in Glasgow, Scotland. The Czech Republic versus Scotland. In terms of Euro meetings before, they have met each other 3 times, with Czech Republic winning all 3. And in terms of overall head-to-head, I'll get that for you as well, guys. Overall head-to-head between Scotland and the Czech Republic. 9 matches between these two teams. Both teams have won 4 each, 1 draw. Jaroslav Silhavy will lead the Czechs with the likes of Kufal and Šusek and Král and Robert Mak and Dubravka in goal. No, Dubravka is Slovakia. Sorry. Dubravka is Slovakia. Sorry, I got mixed up with that. But you get the point. Czechoslovakia, the Velvet Divorce. Yeah, sorry. But the Scotland would have to be propelled by the likes of Tierney and Robertson, both playing left back. Both of them playing left back. I hope they don't get in each other's way. Guys like Stuart Armstrong, Che Adams, and so on and so forth. You know. But I don't really rate the Scotland team like that, to be honest. Steve Clarke is in charge. If there's any Scottish fans in here, I'm sorry, but I do not rate the team like that. I'm going to go for the Czech Republic to win this game. And I'm going to say a 2-1 win for the Czechs as well. That'll be my prediction. And as Bethel is saying, Czech Republic can be very, very sneaky. So guys, we need 10 more likes, 11 more likes to get up to 75. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button to help the cause. So, guys, I will be back to do this again tomorrow. I'm going to try to do this every day. Even if it's late in the night, like really late, I'm going to try to do this. And even if it's for half hour, I'm going to try to make this a possibility. But I'm not going to overexert myself. I try not to. I'll try not to. So that was my analysis of the first 4 games of Euro 2020, where we have Belgium, Finland, and Italy winning their games. Wales and Switzerland playing to draw. Denmark, unfortunately, they lost their game. Christian Eriksen with the horrific injuries. A few players have picked up horrible injuries already. And the tournament has gotten off to a crazy, crazy start. Just before the Christian Eriksen thing happened, I was saying, God damn, this tournament is damn boring. And then it got live. And then Belgium went and destroyed Russia. You see what I mean? So I think we're going to have a good tournament. Hopefully without any more of those horrific incidents. Okay? Let's hope we have a good one. And let's hope the fans stay safe and we don't have a COVID breakout or some silly thing to halt the tournament again. This has been a long time coming and we are 1 year late. And I'm glad that it's finally here. Okay, so guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We've been streaming for 1 hour 10 minutes. I have things to do. I have another video to make. I have to talk about the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying games briefly, and I gotta get that done. If you guys want me to go live, should I go live to talk about that, guys? Should I go live? You want me to go live? I think I'll do another live stream talking about that briefly. Maybe for half hour or so. So if you want, you could tune in again. But I have to take a little break. I have to make a thumbnail and I'll come again. So look out for that one. Look out for that one. I have to get this done fast because I don't even know. Maybe I won't go live. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow morning or something. Yeah, you know what? I'll save it for the morning. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm going to wake up early in the morning. No, I'm going to wake up early in the morning and get this done. I don't want to overexert myself. I wake up early tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow I'll get this done. I think that's the right thing to do. I think that's the right thing. I'm going to go give the wife some time. I'm going to go give her the time of her life. Okay? So guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, thanks for tuning in to another one. I will be going live a lot in 2021. Remember I told you that. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe if you're new. The channel is growing. Of course, the channel keeps growing, guys. We're on course to 44K after just hitting 43. And who knows? We might hit 50K this summer. You never know. You never know, but I can't do it without you. Remember that. All right? So, guys, from my boy Dominic Rich, thanks for tuning in again. And until tomorrow, I'd like to say peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.